And me, I'm 56 years old.
Damn!
Furthermore, I'm 56 years of age, damn. I'm sorry as a youthful person attempting to make the progress that you have proactively accomplished stand by well stop with everyone that is somewhat more seasoned the year has so far been harsh for Kevin Hart, as big names and industry players maintain releasing filthy mysteries about the 44-year-old comic. First, it was Feline Williams, who told the entire world that Hart was an industry plant and an individual from the clandestine association. A. Illuminative, then Monique got into a sticky situation enumerating the comic obscure dealings in the business. The disclosures shook the business, and pretty much when we thought the blazes were vanishing, entertainer and filmmaker imprint Wahlberg clearly added more gas, restoring the perishing coals. The word on the road recommends that the Dad Stew entertainer has joined the developing rundown of celebs uncovering Kevin Hart by uncovering a few dreadful privileged insights that were up until recently not conscious of the public. These mysteries have sent the web into overdrive, with many contemplating whether the comic's vocation would endure these large number of charges. What did checked Wahlberg say, and how might it influence Kevin Hart's profession? I have all the 401, so get some popcorn. It will be a delicious story. As per the Grat Plant imprint, Wahlberg claims that Kevin wanted to taunt and decry the matured. The tattle has it that Kevin Hart would chuckle at individuals who were 50 or more and won't feel any regret. Many individuals, particularly those in the African American population, and others of variety, have veneration for the old. They are viewed as experienced patriarchs and matrons whose intelligence is unrivaled. It is an implicit untouchable to ridicule the old, since advanced age is an objective that everybody would reach, assuming they resided long sufficient. In addition to advanced age, is seen as a gift in light of the fact that relatively few individuals achieve it before they tumble off the outer layer of the earth. Along these lines, to deride the old was rude as well as was viewed as untouchable. For this reason, Kevin's activities are seen and deciphered in a terrible light to make an already difficult situation even worse. The vast majority of the old individuals who he's consistently disregarded or savaged turned out to be visitors on his show. Genuine, these visitors were noticeably upset when the comic attacked their ages, yet he wouldn't stop. Imprint him. Elf endured Kevin Hart's discourtesy when the comic ridiculed his age during his experience on the show. The praised activity star talked about his vocation, his accomplishments, his objectives, and where he saw himself in 2 or 3 years anyway. Exemplary Kevin Hart ridiculed his age, which obviously didn't go down well with the entertainer. Imprint attempted to keep the meeting light and humorous, yet spread the word about his sentiments. Many fans who could find out the real story comprehended that the entertainer was getting down on Kevin Hart on his own show. During the meeting, Kevin Hart said, as a youthful person attempting to make the progress that you've previously accomplished, to which an apparently disturbed Wahlberg answered, you ain't that effing youthful, quit effing with everyone that is somewhat more seasoned. Understanding his misstep, Hart attempted to backtrack, yet Wahlberg helped him to remember how he wore chill when he showed up on his show. He told Hart, wear chill is a legend and you grimy him like that. Obviously, Wahlberg realized that Hart was attached to deriding any individual who came on his show and was a cycle more seasoned than him. However, the entertainer was vexed. He chilled out and permitted the meeting to stream without showing his feelings, where Chill had recently showed up on a similar show to discuss Hollywood and his vocation and individual life. When he referenced his age when he did, Kevin Hart went damn, to which Chill got stunned and taken a gander at Kevin. With an indifferent expression, he stopped for a couple of moments to let Kevin's response hit home, which constrained the comic to apologize for his mix-up. Chadley attempted to pull it together, yet the words couldn't simply stream out of his mouth. Kevin then, at that point, made sense of it was an idea. I proclaimed it, I didn't mean it that way. Where then guaranteed he was fine, yet mentioned a survey to decide if the comic implied his words or he was kidding. We'll take a survey on how you implied it with individuals here after the show goes live, to which Kevin Hart answered, I can sit up here and say, pal, that was from a position of affection anyway. Chill wouldn't buy Hart's clarification on the off chance that we could play it back right now. There was no similar to wow. Kevin attempted to play brilliant by guaranteeing that he said the word damn without focusing on it, yet Chill answered, you focused on the word damn. The two men dismissed it at the time, yet many fans accepted where was being an honorable man. and didn't have any desire to begin a fight with a comic. Many even extolled him for dealing with the circumstance well by showing his development. One fan composed where Chill is so appealing to me. He's it the manner in which he assumed command and proceeded with like a genuine expert. An example worth following. He is love him generally. Another likewise apt where's look was reality. He looks great. He's as yet youthful anyway. Others like Wahlberg felt that Kevin was being pretentious. Use which is the reason he called him out on his show. One fan composed, "Thank you, Mr. Wahlberg, for supporting Mr. Chu's heritage. The man did Rosewood for the love of God." One more disappointed fan remarked, "And the 56-year-old Daybreak is an extraordinary entertainer. Kevin, you might have more cash, yet you won't ever come near him. With my regard, imprint." A lot of regard for calling Kevin out. I additionally love the manner in which imprint Wahlberg defended Sunrise and assisted Kevin with putting his ooh within his own mouth. Thought of one analyst, "Thank you, imprint Wahlberg, for bringing Kevin up short. Assuming he continues resting and getting up, he'll be 56 and more seasoned one day." Another fan said brother past his 40s. Discussing youthful person to 50-year-olds, imprint was on the right track to check him. One more thrilled analyst composed, curiously, "This wasn't the initial time imprint Wahlberg took Kevin Hart on for trashing more established individuals. The last time the activity star thrashed Kevin Hart was the point at which the comic involved imprint's dear companion, 61 years of age, Michael Jordan, as material for one of his jokes. The event was a cause occasion facilitated by the ball legend, and Kevin was welcome to engage the crowd, then welcomed the comic in front of an audience to do his thing. Yet Kevin was attempting to get the crowd moving, frantic to laugh out loud. The comic tossed a leap of faith by singling out Michael Jordan. He even understood what he was going to say could set off the previous Chicago Bulls star. Yet went on, "In any case, Mike actually may be distraught at me. Genuine story. He started. Mike had a foundation occasion in Las Vegas. They called me. They believed me should have the occasion. I arrived to have the occasion at something where they're similar to unloading things. It's a truly close group, very boogie. Everyone's neck was as truly straight. So I get up there. Hello, man. Relax, loosen up. You're here to live it up." So as I'm saying stuff, I stare at Mike in the first column and I begin prodding him. Then Kevin Hart went on to drop the stunner, taunting the 61-year-old Jordan for his dress sense. And as expected, his age. "What age do you get to wear your jeans that high? And no one tends to it," Hart said. He kidded about Jordan to the group. "All of you can't see me that Mike's passed as far as possible for squander." It was fun jokes, albeit the comic cum entertainer asserted that it was all tomfoolery and jokes. He didn't quit ridiculing the b-ball lobby of Famer. This time he went for his looks. He had the little square mustache. At the time, Hart expressed, "What is that? Resembles a thumbprint, like you recently smelled something." No one's giggling. It reached the place where no one's giggling. He's gazing directly. He's really giving me an appear as though you going to continue to go, like you won't stop anyway. The comic continued to go despite the fact that the group wasn't feeling his jokes and was all the way clashing with him. I don't mind. I'm living it up. I was chuckling. Hart said I might possibly have been plastered at the time I hit him with one more. And no one says nothing. The comic then, at that point, described Michael Jordan's response to his joke, hinting that the game's legend probably won't have been content with what went on. It moves past, and I see him, and I'm similar to "What up, Mike? Hello." He shook my hand and he crushed it genuine hard, and he was like, "You have a decent day." I ain't seen him since the comic. See, finished up. Like all incredible companions who have heard their partners being decried and transformed into the victim of jokes, imprint Wahlberg chose to go to bat for his companion. Michael Jordan, the activity star, pursued Kevin Hart, yet in a clever manner to guarantee that they actually keep up with the expert relationship they created during the recording of personal time. Anyway, don't know whether Kevin Hart valued imprint Wahlberg's words or deciphered them as a slight on his persona. It happened when the two entertainers went sneaking shopping with the YouTube channel complex when they happened upon an assortment of shoes planned by Michael Jordan. Wahlberg had a few options words for Kevin Hart. He highlighted the entire